Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another Sunday live stream where we'll be talking about everything Big Brother Naija. We'll be talking about all that has been going on in the Big Brother Naija house. We'll be talking about what has been going on specifically in the second week of the show. And so, before we even start, I just want to put this out there. This is just vibes and us gisting. So nobody is right, nobody is wrong. It's just us, sharing our opinions. Obviously, everybody has, their favorite, least favorite, and everybody is entitled to an opinion. So this is just us, just in sharing our opinions and all of that. And I want this to be as interactive as possible. So I'm going to leave a link in the chat box, right, where you can just click on the link to join me on the screen. So we, have a conversation, just and vibe. So yeah, I've put the link in the comments, what's it called? In the chat box. So you can just click on the link and let's, just and vibe. And so we're going to get into all that has been happening in the second week in the ongoing Big Brother Niger season 7. And so we had a fake live eviction. We had two new housemates coming in, Modella and Deji. And what else? What else? What else? The head of house games. Thank you all for joining, those who've joined so far. So yeah, we had the head of house games where Hermes, how would you pronounce his name? Hermes was the head of house for the second week. And we also have what else? What happened? What else happened within the week? We also had the fight between Eloswag, what's his name, Shex, Bella Chomzi situation. And there was also the very first fight between our lovebirds, Shex and Bella. And obviously the Saturday night party and all of the craziness and the whole Fina, Chomzi, Eloswag situation. So yeah, we're going to get into all of that. And so like I said, I want this to be as interactive as possible. And if you're here, you can just click on the link in the chat box so you join me on the screen whilst we discuss. So I'm just going to wait for maybe a couple more people to join. Then we can, get into our discussion for today. But first things first, we're going to be talking about, the new housemates, Modella and what's his name, Deji. Let me know what you guys think of them. What was your first impression about Modella? Your first impression about Deji? You can click on the link in the chat box and join. So we just so let's go. So for me, I think Deji he's a fine boy. Like obviously he's a fine looking gentleman, but I really don't know what he's about because my first impression when I saw him was obviously he was going to, be a fuck boy, sort of. So he's going to be chasing like the girls in the house, causing confusion and all of that. But he's moving kind of slow. Like you don't really know what he's about because it's like he's talking to everybody, which I understand because I feel he's getting to know them before he makes a move, right? But that can be a bit confusing as well because one moment you're talking to this girl, the other moment you're spending a lot of time with this girl and all of that. So it can get a bit confusing. And so yeah, that's it for Deji for me. For Modella, that girl is pretty. She has the shape, the body, height, everything. She's pretty. Like she's not bad looking at all, and her body is banging. But apparently, Modella has an assignment, right, to scatter the ships in the house. But I don't think she's doing the assignment given to her by Biggie because we've not seen anything like that since she got into the house. In my opinion, the best person. Hi, Kate. Welcome to the live stream. Guys, if you're here and you'd want to join me on the screen, so we talk about first impressions of Modella and Deji. I have the link in the chat box. You can click on it to, join me on the screen and let's talk. Kate, if you would want to, join me on the screen. Please click on the link and let's get talking. So yeah, I think Modella, I don't know, or maybe she's just observing things before she actually starts, you know, performing her assignment or her whatever by Biggie. But then personally, I think either Chomzi or what's her name, Doyin would have been the perfect option for this particular assignment that has been given to Modella, because the two of them would have been like just perfect. They would have done it effortlessly. Like those two people, that's it for me. Hi Na, please join me. Click on the link and let's talk. So yeah, for those who just joined, we're talking about our first impressions of Deji and Modella, the new housemates that came into the house on Sunday. So I have the link in the chat box, so you can just click on the link and let's talk. Okay. I've put the link there again. So for anybody who wants to join, you can just click on the link and let's talk. So yeah, those are my first impressions of Modella and Deji. And what else? Hermes. You see, I don't know how to pronounce that guy's name. Hermes or Hermes, whichever one. Winning head of house for week 2. I think it's well deserved because obviously he put in his best and all of that. But Hermes can be a bit annoying. Like after he won the whole, show off and all of that, it's a bit intimidating, especially if you are in level 2. But yeah, how has his head of house reign been like? I think he's not been bad, except for the fact that sometimes he keeps shouting on top of his voice as if he's talking to some kids and all of that, and he has anger issues, to be fair. And so aside that, I see Hermes as a very intelligent person. He's smart. Hermes is a perfect example of don't judge a book by its cover, because when you see Hermes, from the first, like your first, when you see him, obviously you'd have a different impression of him. But when you get to know him, you know that he's way different from what he looks like. I don't know if I'm making sense, but Hermes is a perfect example of don't judge a book by its cover. And I think he's brilliant. He's a very smart and intelligent young man. But sometimes the way he just, he has some weird, I don't know. But aside that, I don't know. I think he's growing on me. I remember like when I first saw him, I was like, wow. And the whole he being in a relationship with 2 other women and all of that, it was a bit. But after getting to know him and knowing the kind of person he is, you'd obviously not like fall in love, but you would like him sort of. And that's it for him. So I think his reign as head of house hasn't been bad. It hasn't been bad. And also to think that during his time they actually won their wager, like they put in a lot of effort to win their wager. Guys, you can join me. I don't want to be the only one talking. So if you are on here and you want to join me, please click on the link in the chat box and let's talk. Where's Na? And where's Edith? I don't think Edith is here today. But if you are watching and you want to join, please click on the link and let's talk, please. So yeah, that's it with Hermes. Like I was saying, I think it's quite interesting that during his time as head of house, level 1 actually won their wager, because we all know that they lost during the first week, and so they put in their best. Like I was actually impressed with the fact that they were constantly rehearsing and all of that. They really put in their best, and I think they deserved it, because I personally I didn't enjoy the sports that level 2 had. The only fun part for me about the whole level 2 sport was not even fun. Fina's commentary or whatever. Like Fina is funny, so yeah, her jokes here and there. But aside that, the game itself was not entertaining. Like they throwing balloons or balls filled with water at each other. It was not really entertaining to me. And I rather enjoyed level one's game. It was more entertaining to me. So I think they actually deserved the win. And yeah, at least right now it's 1-1. Everybody knows that like each level is capable of winning, because I feel the level two housemates too are sort of right now, before, even after the level one housemates have had won the wager for next week, level two housemates still feel like, when it comes to creativity, and which is not a lie, like when it comes to creativity and coming up with new stuff and all of those things, they are like better than level one, which is not entirely a lie, but I feel it's gotten into their heads and they're like too confident. So it's good that at least level one has also won, to also like send a message that anybody is capable of doing anything. So, don't let it get into your head and feel like, when it comes to creativity and other stuff, you are on top of the world, because level one, they also have, human beings there, just as you have human beings in level two, and they can also be creative if they really, really, really put in the work. So yeah, that's it. And then we also saw a fight between what's his name? Eloswag and what's that boy's name? Shex, Bella Chomzi, over the whole Eloswag kissing Fina during the last, not the first week Saturday night party. And that issue has been, they've just been talking about the issue several times. I think it's gotten to a point where Eloswag is like, he's fed up, or he's tired of hearing the same thing over and over again. Like, he's done it and that's it. Can we let it go? Why bring it up every other time? It's like he's at liberty to do whatever he wants to do. At the end of the day, if he's kissed somebody or if somebody has kissed them, it's no crime. He's not the first person to have kissed somebody, or he's not the first person for somebody to kiss. So at the end of the day, it's no crime. But I feel they constantly talking about it um was what was worrying him, or he just became fed up. That's the truth, because you guys keep talking about the fact that he's he's gone to kiss somebody, and like every time here and there, and so that was what caused the whole argument. And for Bella like getting into the situation, and now Shex defending Bella, I don't think Shex was right with what he was doing, because at the end of the day, Eloswag is also a human being, and he's meant to feel the way he wants to feel. Like, he's entitled to feel any way he wants to feel, and entitled to say whatever he wants to say. So you can't say that because he has said this to your woman, you are going to attack him. I think Shex was wrong for doing that. But anywho, it happened and we are here for the content. So yeah, me, I was here for it. And speaking about content, speaking about drama, I feel this season has gotten to a point where it's gone beyond drama. Like right now, it's getting very toxic because of the whole competition between level one and level two. And the whole thing is getting really messy. I just hope at some point, like, some of the rules change, so that they know that, like, you came individually, you didn't come as a group. Yes, as it stands now, you need to be a good whatever team player, group player, because at the end of the day, if um your group doesn't win the wager tax, all of you lose. If somebody from your group doesn't win doesn't win the HOH games, it means all of you are up for nomination or eviction. But I just hope it gets to a point where some of the rules would be changed, so that everybody can, play the game as an individual instead of as a group, because level one people constantly keep talking down on level two. Like, they feel like they are superior, they are like on top of the world, which, it's okay for you to feel on top of the world, but sometimes the way they talk about level two is quite some way, to be fair. It's it's always not the best. Like it's like they are constantly looking down on level two or talking down on level two. And I think something should be done about it, or Ebuka should have a way of, addressing that during the eviction show, like the Sunday live eviction show. Ebuka should have a way of letting them know, it's just a game. Like, why all of this hatred? Really, I don't think it's worth it. But yeah, like I said, we want the drama, and so me, I'm happy for all of that, but it's just getting a bit toxic. And what else happened within the week? Guys, if you're here and you want to, hi Kate. I tried. You can click on the link in the, how do I even comment? In the live stream and join the live. So yeah. Guys, if you are here, please click on the link in the chat box to join and let's talk. Um and then we also saw, what's her name? Doing. It looks like Doyin is actually interested in Deji, but I don't know if she's confused. I actually feel she's desperate to get into a relationship, right? Because of the whole Bella Sheik's situation, and because of the fact that she's expressed to Sheiks that she likes him, but then Sheiks doesn't like her like that, and is rather pursuing Bella. And I feel like she's desperate to get into a relationship because one moment you're kissing Saif, then you start talking to Deji and like you like Deji, blah blah blah. You didn't even mention to the guy that you've kissed Saif, and then you go like you don't really know like a lot about Saif, blah blah blah. I don't know what she's playing at, but she's such a confident girl to like state her like her facts, say her feelings out, let you know that like I'm feeling you, blah blah blah, and all of that. But I feel she should like calm down a bit because yes. So that's it for doing, and she getting into like a fight with like almost all the members in the level one house because they all feel like she's like sort of against them because of the fact that she likes Saif. So they kept joking that she should, go to level two, or she should tell Big Brother to switch her to level two, blah blah blah. And that was what brought about the fight between herself and Shakes, because she kept saying that yes, you can't be competitive without all of these like unnecessary hatred or unnecessary looking down on them. You can be competitive and be classy. So Shakes kept saying classy, 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 right? And that was what brought about the whole argument between the two of them. And I think Shakes was a bit rude to her, despite the fact that I don't know, that's how they feel like she is for level one. That's like they are entitled to their opinions. But if you are talking to somebody or if you are saying something to somebody and then the person goes like, I don't like this, or like you've said it a couple of times and the person still keeps telling you, I don't like this, I feel you should respect the person's decision and stop it. And when he also went to the room and then she told him, I'm not ready to have a conversation. Why do you just get up and start insulting her just because she told you, I'm not ready to have a conversation with you? I don't think that was right, because in the first place, I'm entitled to who I want to have a conversation with. I have the right to say, I'm not ready to have this conversation now. Can we have it later? So why then do you like start insulting me? So I think that was not necessary. And then when Bella went in there to talk to Doyin about the whole situation, yes, obviously I know she went in there because of her man, first of all, and also because her name came up in the conversation. Because when what's her name, Doyin was trying to tell Shakes she's not ready for that conversation. Shex kept like, walking towards her, and then she was like, this is not Bella's bed, because everybody knows that whenever Shex is in that room, it's Bella's bed that you go to. So this is not Bella's bed. She was not wrong to have said that, but then again, it's like it's a fight between you and, or it's a conversation between you and Shex. So I understand Bella from that point. It's a conversation between you and Shex. Why do you bring my name in this? But also, like, everybody knows that you and Shex, like, yeah, thing. Wherever Shex is, we see you. Wherever you are, we see Shex. So it's quite normal for her to have, said that. It could have even just come out. Do you understand? And I respect the fact that Doyin actually apologized to Bella for like bringing up her name in that conversation. And you, Bella, you've gone to listen to whatever Doyin had to say. You come to the rest of the housemates on the table, and now, yeah, I don't think she presented the thing as how Doyin actually said it to her. Do you understand? Because at some point, Shex was like, Bella, like, Shex said to Bella that you know the real reason why she's doing this, and everybody read what they were trying to say. So the real reason why Doyin is doing that is because she likes Shex and Shex doesn't like her. It's as simple as that. I think the biggest mistake Doyin made was to tell Shex that, I have feelings for you, because that boy is just carrying that information around left, right, center. Because of the fact that Doyin said, what's it called, she likes him, and so she feels like everything he feels like everything doing that is because he doesn't like her back, and because she likes him and he is pursuing Bella rather. So that's it with the whole doing Shakes Bella situation. And when it comes to the whole doing defending beauty, I don't know, but obviously we would all want a friend like that who would like stand up for us behind our back even when we are not there in our absence, which is like amazing, because I like the way Doyin actually defends beauty, stands up for beauty and all of that. I really like it. But if some of you would remember, this is the same Doyin that when each housemate in level one, when they were asked to introduce or say something about their roommates during the lockdown time, if you guys would remember very well, I think I even said this during our live last week. Doyin was the same person who said Beauty is a very like chaotic human being, that she and Beauty got into a fight during their lockdown, and then the security people, to the extent that the security people were those who had to come, settle the fight or whatever. So you were the same person saying this, like, this is Beauty, or this is how Beauty is, she's chaotic, blah blah blah. And then right now when they were, yeah, and then right now when they are talking about, she getting upset and all of that, you are now blaming it on alcohol. So right, like right now, which side are you on? Because at the end of the day, you are the same person who said Beauty is chaotic, she's this, she's that, and now you are the same person saying Beauty is too big for this. So, like, what are you really saying? But I really appreciate, or I really stand the fact that she stood up for her friend, she defends her friend and all of that. Like, that's amazing. That's like a very bold move, and like, yeah, I applaud her for that. When it comes to Beauty, I think that girl has issues. Like, really, she has issues, and I really don't even know what to say, because if this is what we are going to be getting like after every Saturday night party, then really, I don't know what her issue is, because at the end of the day, you didn't come to the house with Groovy. Groovy is an individual on his own. He is a man and can do whatever he wants to do. How is it that you are going to a party with your man and you give him, initially you said he shouldn't dance with anybody, you give him the go ahead to now dance with whoever he likes except Chomsy? Then this whole Chomsy thing, I don't even understand. See the way he's like right now, they are making Chomsy feel very, very important. And like I like Chomsy, I like her vibes. I like she's a proper party animal, like a proper party person. I love her vibes. But right now, they are really making Chomsy feel like, she's actually that girl. Like I won't even like because she's sexy. Like when it comes to partying, she's complete total vibes, and I love her. But I feel like beauty is just overdoing things because at the end of the day, you came to meet the person there. You've known this boy for just 2 weeks and you are behaving like this. I really wouldn't be surprised if she's issued another strike today. Like I'm really waiting to see what Big Brother would say about the whole Saturday night event. I won't be surprised if she's issued another strike. Guys, let me know in the comment section what you think. Do you think Beauty would be issued another strike? Because at this point, I think she has to be issued another strike because it's getting too much. Like, what's your problem? What is your problem? At the end of the day, Chomsy danced with almost everybody over there. Chomsy is just a vibe. Because even her own level girls were telling her, like, what's her name? Christio, Amaka, Fina, they were all telling her, Chomsy literally danced with everybody. So what is your problem? Why are you seeing Chomsy as competition? Why are you insecure about Chomsy? Because I don't understand. You can be beautiful, oh, but your behavior, and to be beautiful and insecure, like really, I don't understand. So what's your problem with Chomsy? Because that was what Groovy said to her, like, what's really your problem? Why are you so insecure? If you claim you are beautiful, yeah, what's that thing that she keeps saying? Now two, and I'm not number two or whatever. Why then are you worried about another girl? And she now turning the whole thing to the girls, especially Fina, calling Fina a hypocrite that she supported Fina when the whole Eloswag Chomsy thing. The fact that you supported somebody doesn't mean that she shouldn't be real with you, because Fina was just being real with you that, you know what, at the end of the day, this Chomsy girl was dancing with everybody. Chomsy was literally having the time of her life. When you were out there removing your wig and throwing it at Groovy, she was still in there like dancing, jamming, properly jamming, and you were there like worrying your head about this girl. Like, what is your issue, really? What's wrong with you? And I feel like Doyin should have seen like how Beauty behaves when she's in her element about Chomsy, blah blah blah. If she really knows how Beauty behaves after the Saturday night parties, I don't think she'll be sitting there defending her like that, because that behavior, no, I don't support that behavior. I really feel she'll be issued another strike today, but let's wait and see what Big Brother says or what Big Brother will do. If you also think same, or let me know what you guys think about the whole situation after yesterday's party. And then what else? Let's talk about their Thursday pool party. Initially, when the party started, I wasn't really feeling the vibe because the level two people were just, too scattered all over the place. Didn't want to dance with each other. I don't know, but I seriously didn't really feel the vibe as compared to the level one pool party. If like you tell me to choose which pool party I would attend, I'll definitely go for level one, because the level two pool party looked like some small children who are out to have some small children who are out to have fun. I didn't. Yes, obviously they are loud. They have their own energy. Blah blah blah. But I think personally, if you ask me to choose which pool party I would attend, I would definitely go for the level one pool party. Obviously, they had fun, which was good, and they won the wager, so they were entitled to that pool party. So perfect. The whole Fina Eloswag situation. Did you guys see the way Fina was throwing herself at Eloswag? Like right now, I don't know if it's an obsession, a crush, or like she's in love. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section, because I really don't understand this. I mean, I feel it's an obsession because she was literally throwing herself at Eloswag. When she even noticed that Eloswag was dancing with Modella, I think I heard her say to somebody that, hey, Eloswag's girl is now Modella or something. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, because I really don't know what Finesse like. I don't like how she's moving, because if you like a guy, I don't think you should. You can go about it another way, like not throwing yourself at him, because it got to a point she was even like, won't you kiss me, or why are you refusing to kiss me? I'm like, I noticed that all she wanted was a kiss, because she kept, like, when we were having the conversation, she kept, drawing, like pushing her lips closer to his lips and all of that. So I figured she wanted another kiss, and she said it out herself, like, won't you kiss me, or why are you avoiding me, or like something along those lines. And I feel it was just a bit too much. And who do you think Elo Swags actually likes? Do you think he likes Fina, or do you think he likes what's her name? Um Chomsy? Because after the party, we saw him with Chomsy as well. Chomsy was like sitting on him and all of that. So it's kind of confusing. I think he's just a flirt. Like, I think he's just a flirt, but I also think he likes Chomsy more than Fina, and so it looks like he told Fina to give him a week and he would let him know, because it got to a point Fina was telling him, let me know like your choice, or let me know like where we stand. And I don't know, that whole situation is a bit messy. And did Fina actually confront what's her name, Chomsy? Because before the party, she kept saying when they go for the party, she'll confront Chomsy, she'll call her out, blah blah blah. But I didn't really see that. I don't know if she did, and I didn't see it. So let me know if you saw Fina actually, confronting Chomsy about the whole situation, because I didn't really see that. And the reason why she got annoyed saying she would confront Chomsy was because when they had their wager tax presentation, apparently she said something like you get chairman, or you, I don't know how she pronounced it, but even like people in her level, all her like the level 2 housemates were even saying they had the thing as you get choma, and she was still insisting she didn't say that. She said you get chairman. And so apparently that was how Chomsy also heard it, and that was how the level 1 housemate also heard it. So I think Choma said something like she fine past her, and that was where Fina got upset that she didn't even mention your name. The fact that you think I was mentioning your name doesn't mean that you should insult me. And so she was like, she would confront Chomsy, blah blah blah. But I really didn't see that happening. So yeah, let me know what, like, if you actually saw that happening, please leave it in the comment section and let me know, because I really didn't see that. And another person that was like during the party, what's her name? Chichi. Chichi really came out to party yesterday, because the very first Saturday night party, we're expecting so much from her. Like, you claim you're an exotic dancer, but we didn't see like, anything from you. Chomsy really, like, literally took the dance floor. She was the life of the party. Chomsy Elebaye. Elebaye is also another party animal. Like, I love that girl. So yeah, Chichi really came out to play. Chichi really came play yesterday. Like, I think she really had fun. And Ele Baye danced with almost everybody. Like, I saw her dance with Hermes. I saw her dance with what's his name, Deji. I saw her dance with Dotun. I think she got very intense with Dotun and Deji. And after the party, or even when the party was going on, when they stepped out to talk, the conversation between herself and what's his name, Dotun, was quite an interesting conversation because she was like daring Dotu that if you really want me, prove to me that you want me. Like I'm not that easy to get, blah blah blah. I'm like, madam, calm down. It looks like right now all of them are desperate to be in a ship or whatever. I really don't know where all of that is coming from. Like this whole ship situation. I don't know, but let's see how that goes. Again, so yesterday too, Beauty officially ended her ship with Groovy, saying to the whole house that she's done with Groovy, blah blah blah, and making silly comments, like really silly comments about Groovy's thing, and then the fact that Groovy has done stuff to her. I think that was not necessary. Like really, she just went too far. She just went too far. And I keep thinking to myself, is this what we are going to be getting like every other Saturday? So, like, is this going to be Beauty after every Saturday night party? Because right now it looks like it's becoming a trend. Because after the first Saturday night party, you came and then it was a whole chaotic situation. Second Saturday night party, we still have the same thing happening again. So right now it looks like it's becoming a trend. And trust me, if Beauty keeps on behaving like this, I don't think she'll stay long in that house because even those who like really like Beauty are beginning to rethink the whole thing because like what's her name, Fina said you can be beautiful, your beauty will send you, but your attitude would bring you back. Because right now she's really moving mad. I don't know what her issue is, but she claims herself after the whole first strike, she told Big Brother she's going to sit down and reflect or reassess her whatever, but I don't think she really did any reassessment because she keeps doing the same thing. And even the way she talks, like she doesn't care. The fact that she has a strike doesn't mean that she should walk on eggshells. It means that you really don't care. Like you are still, and I feel that is her. People blaming it on the fact that she was drunk or she was tipsy, blaming it on alcohol. No, this is her. And that is like period. I don't think it's really under the influence of alcohol, what's not. Like the things that she was really saying. Right now she says she's done with Groovy. I just hope she's actually done. Let's wait and see because I think she said this after the very first Saturday night party as well. When they had their first fight, she said it that she was down with Groovy. And the way she treats Groovy in the house, even the other housemates have seen it. Apparently, within the week, Amaka made a meal or something. Amaka wanted to give Groovy. Groovy had to ask permission from Beauty to eat the food. I'm like, are you really a man? Why are you asking permission from a girl to eat somebody's meal? Like, what is going on here? So I really don't know about this whole Groovy Beauty situation. Apparently, the ship is sinking, or the ship has already sunk. So let's wait to see if the ship has really sunk because according to Beauty, she's done with Groovy. So let's wait to see if that ship has really sunk. And then Doyin and Saif. So Doyin, it looks like Doyin and Saif would keep giving us, all of this rated 18 content at every Saturday night party. I'm here for it though. I'm really here for it. And I really don't know what's going on there. Doyin is, she keeps saying she doesn't know him that well and that she has even told Saif that she's talking to Deji, blah, blah, blah. Let's see how that whole relationship goes. If Deji, what's his name? If Saif doesn't go home today. And I also love the fact that Saif, the whole Saif trying to prevent Beauty from getting physical and all of that, or like the whole situation escalating. I feel it's because of the fact that Doyin is friends with Beauty. And if you guys remember, before they even left the party, like before the level 2 housemates went to their level, the last thing Doyin told Saif was that take care of my girl for me. So Saif, being a good boyfriend, he was taking care of his girls his girl's friend, right? And so I feel that that's part of, aside the fact that Saif also likes Beauty, or Saif is also friends with Beauty. Another reason why he keeps trying to prevent her from, doing all her things, all her nonsense, is because of the fact that he is in a relationship with Doyin, and Doyin's friend is Beauty. So I'm just waiting to see if Saif leaves today, we'll see who would actually protect, or who would be there for Beauty when this whole thing keeps happening every other time. Because I feel like once Saif leaves the house, nobody would have her time, because it got to a point, what's his name? Even Brian and Kes left her, because really they all knew that what she was doing was too much. And if we are telling you to calm down, do this, and you're not doing this, then we might as well leave you to do whatever you want to do. So I feel like if Saif leaves the house today, and um, Beauty has this whole her stuff with another person, or has a fight with another person, and she gets, over and over going on top and all of that, there wouldn't be anybody to stop her from doing whatever she's doing. And then it would result in her getting another strike or getting disqualified, because one person that really, tries to put her right aside, not like tries to put her right, but tries to stop her from doing all of those crazy stuff aside. So if Saif leaves today, then Beauty, really, I don't know. Let's just hope Saif doesn't leave, so that he would always be there to prevent her from all of these crazy stuff. But if Saif does leave today, then that would be a problem. What else? What else? What else? And the whole, how Groovy, how do you guys, or what do you guys, how would you guys describe how Groovy handled the whole situation? I really don't know, but I expected, yes, I like the fact that he spoke up when she started the whole thing. Like, at the party when they were out in the garden, when she came saying blah blah blah, I told you not to dance with him, to the extent that she even took off her wig and all of that. I like the fact that he spoke back, and he like stood up for himself, telling her that I didn't dance with her. You think I danced with her, but I actually didn't dance with her. She kept coming to me. And I feel like Chomsy now knows that, um, Beauty sees her as a threat, and so I feel she intentionally did that, because me, trust me, if I was Chomsy, I might have done the same thing, just to make you annoyed. Like, if you, because it's a party and we are all like housemates, everybody dances with everybody. So why do you have a problem with me dancing with him? Or why do you only have a problem with him dancing with me? If there's any issue, I think like you should be matured enough to talk about whatever it is. But if you are not talking about it, and then like you are making me cause problems in your relationship, you ginger me to keep doing keep on doing what I'm doing. So even after the whole incident, I don't know if you guys heard Chomsy and Chichi. Chomsy said, that has even gingered her to keep on doing it. And so I like the fact that what's his name? Groovy actually spoke or stood up to speak for himself. And even when they got into the house and she was still going and on about it, he still stood his ground and spoke. But then after that, when he went inside, and then she was, saying all sorts of things about his manhood and the fact that blah blah blah. I feel like he should have been a man to put her right. Like, really, I feel Groovy is just, he's letting the girl manipulate her. Like, he's being, I don't know. I don't know the right word to use, but he's letting the girl manipulate her, and he's coming across like a guy who doesn't stand up for himself, or who can easily be manipulated by girls and all of that. And I think he should do better for himself. You came on the show as you didn't come with anybody else, so you should stand up for yourself. You should be you, let people know you for you, and stop letting a girl, like, change your narrative or create your narrative on the show. Because at the end of the day, you are a musician. You came there to showcase your talent. You came there to do blah blah blah. You came there to get the exposure and all of that. But you're letting this girl like really manipulate your life, tell you what to do, who to take food from, who to dance with. I don't think that is actually right. And then when it comes to the outfits for yesterday's party, I feel like Biggie really did the islanders dirty, especially the girls. Like their outfits, it was not given. Look at Bella's skirt and her shirt. Like it was not given. The only person's outfit that I liked a bit was Chomzi's outfit. Aside that, I really didn't like the rest of them, their outfits. But when you look at that of the level two housemates, it was on point. Modella, what's her name? Beauty, Fina, like their outfits were actually on point. But then if you compare that to the level one, especially the ladies, their outfits, it was not given. I didn't really like it. And so yeah, in a few hours we'll be having I think this would be like the first official eviction. Who do you guys think is going home tonight? Let me know in the comment section. I really don't want Amaka or Fina to go. And I feel like people would try to keep Amaka in the game because Amaka is quite outspoken. She brings content and she can be annoying sometimes, but I feel she brings content. So for me, I think it's between Christy O, Saif, and Khalid. I don't think Fina would go. I have a strong feeling too that Amaka might be saved. So let's see how that goes. I really don't know. Like, because it's the first eviction, you really don't know how strong the person is until we've had like maybe 2 or 3 evictions, and then you see the like how strong a person is or how strong their fan base is. So since this is the first eviction, I really don't see Fina going, to be fair. As for Fina, I know she's not going because that girl brings us content, the content that we signed up for. So as for Fina, I know she's going nowhere. So for me, it's between Khalid, Saif, and Christy O. For Amaka, it's a 50-50, but I feel like people would also keep her in the game because of the fact that she's loud, she brings us the content. Amaka and Fina together, it's a whole different vibe. So let's see how that goes. And let me know in the comment section who you think is going home tonight. And then I'll see you guys on our next Sunday live stream, which would be next week Sunday, and we'll talk about week 3 in the Big Brother house. Thank you guys so much for joining. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.